So again, similar to our design section, there isn't a great deal of styling that actually needs to be applied, but let's get on with styling our section. If we look at our PSD, we can see we have a different background colour and our header needs to be styled. So if we first start with our background colour, if we use the colour picker, we can grab the value here. And it's actually the same as our features section, but I'll get the value from here while we're in our file. So if we just copy that value, then if we jump over to our style sheet, and we can add in our style comments, which will be called community. Now we need to access the whole section, so we add our hashtag and our section ID. Now first we can add our background colour property and paste in the value that we just got from our file. As all our other content sections, we can add our padding. So we'll add the padding property and give that a top and bottom value of 80 pixels. Then if we just save that off quickly and refresh, we can see that the section is actually almost there. We just need to style some of our header text. So again, in our style sheet, we add in our section ID, then our H1 tag. Now we need to adjust the header text size, so we can add in the font size property. And if we just try 1.5, we also know the font is meant to be bold, so we can add in the font weight property again and give that a value of 700. So if we just save and refresh, we can see that that actually looks a lot like our design. If we just double check our PSD file, we can see that the section is almost there. We just need to change the colour of the H1 text. So if we can go back to our style sheet and add in the colour property, and we can grab the colour value from just up here as it's the same green, and then we just paste that in. Then again, if we just save and refresh our page, we see the community section on the large screens is actually complete. However, we do have the same issue of the first section not being vertically aligned correctly. Now if we add the padding to the logo image, it will adjust all the images. So we can simply add a new class into our logo image code, which we can call green. Then we just need to add our section ID, then we can access our green class, and we can give this the same padding as we did with the design section. So we can copy this style here and paste it into the style we just created. Then if we just save that off and refresh, we can see our community section looks good on the larger screens. And if we shrink the page down, we can see that the content stacks okay. However, as we mentioned, there's no spacing between these images. So we just need to add some styles into our media queries to correct this. So if we just head to our style sheet and then into our media queries, now we need to add styles to our images. However, if we use the image tag, we will also affect the logo. So what we can do is what we did before, is we can simply add another class in. So after our size class, we can simply add in the image class to the first image, as this one sits on top when the section is collapsed on small devices. Then if we just save that, we can just jump back over to our style sheet. Now in our media queries section, we can simply add in the section ID, then our new image class to access just that specific community image. Now we can add in our padding, and as it just needs to be at the bottom of the image, we can add the padding-bottom property, and we'll give that a value of 15 pixels. Then if we just save that off and refresh, we can see that our images have a nice gap applied when viewed on the smaller devices. So that's actually our community section complete, and we can now move on to adding our sign up section, which we will do in our next lecture.